Insert a random dumb joke here because, hey, I couldn't think of one this week. And go! Hey folks, welcome to This Week in History. Let's get to it. On September 20th of 1697, the Treaty of Ryswick ended the 9 Years' War after being signed by England, Spain, France, the Holy Roman Empire, and the Dutch Republic. The peace was short-lived, and if you'd like to know more about the 9 Years' War, check out the first part of our How Many World Wars Have There Really Been series. On September 21st in 1860, a joint English and French force defeated Chinese troops at the Battle of Palikao, opening the way for the Brits to take Beijing and end up ending the Second Opium War. In 1937, J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit was first published. Don't get me wrong, it's been published multiple times since, but this was the first time. On September 22nd, 1823, the date Joseph Smith claimed that God spoke to him through the angel Moroni and directed him to where golden plates that he was to decipher were buried. These plates are believed to have contained the Book of Mormon, and don't worry, we're gonna circle around back to them later. In 1888, the first issue of National Geographic magazine was published, and yes, she's still going today. In 1776, Nathan Hale was hanged by the British for spying on behalf of the colonials during the American Revolution. Fun fact for you, he's the official state hero of Connecticut. On September 23rd in 1338, the Battle of Arnhem-Meudon between the English and French during the 100 Years' War became the first naval battle in history to include gunpowder artillery. What does that mean? That means the English had several cannons, but they still lost the battle. In 1779, John Paul Jones and his ship, the Bonhomme Richard, won his most famous naval engagement at the Battle of Flamborough Head. It was here that he supposedly said his famous "I have not yet begun to fight" line. And hey, just for giggles, here's the American depiction of Jones, and here's the British depiction of Jones. Little bit different. And of course, don't forget about our social media, merch store, Patreon, all that good stuff down in the description. Plus, why not go ahead and leave us a like? It really makes our squirrely day. On September 24th of 1789, the U.S. Congress passed the Judiciary Act, creating the Office of Attorney General and the Federal Judiciary System, basically the judicial branch of the government, which includes the Supreme Court. In 1890, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, yep, we're back to the Mormons, officially renounced polygamy in areas where it was illegal after the release of the 1890 manifesto by then church president Wilson Woodruff. On September 25th in 275, Marcus Claudius Tacitus was elected emperor by the Roman Senate, marking the last time the Senate got to choose the emperor. Typically the military did the choosing, and they would continue to do so after the reign of Tacitus, and he died about a year later, by the way, possibly from fever, possibly from assassination. Could have gone either way, but what matters is he died. In 1513, explorer Vasco Balboa first laid his eyes on the South Sea, or what we call the Pacific Ocean. Yes, that specific ocean. On September 26th of 1905, Albert Einstein published the third of his Annus Mirabilis papers, this one introducing the special theory of relativity. And birthdays this week, we've got acclaimed science fiction writer H.G. Wells in 1866, Mongol leader and grandson of Genghis Kublai Khan in 1215, and the leader of the Bounty Mutiny, Fletcher Christian, was born this week in 1764. And that's just gonna about do it for this week. Don't forget to give us a like, pester folks to watch us, and we'll see you here next week. Same squirrel time, same squirrel channel. Have a great week and smile, darn ya, smile.